Just remember, Durst is the worst.
Durst the worst, bitch.
Awesome. Do you really want that though?
Kind of into that.
So who in your estimation would be the Nazi contingent?
The motherfuckers are stabbing people in the neck on the goddamn Tri-Man.
That guy's a psycho motherfucker.
Right.
I heard that he voted for Bernie Sanders and shit.
He was a very confused man, but at the same time a very hate-filled man.
Yeah.
There was bone fragments in the guy who's still in the hospital's neck. He was stabbing people so hard he was shattering bone.
Oh shit. Bummer.
Are you guys okay if I take a picture?
Yeah, just try not to get our face.
No, I won't.
Okay.
I'm very...
I appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you have a good day.
You too.
Cool. So, like, do you think Nazis are like a deeply embedded or like hugely problematic thing nowadays in America?
I think it is in Portland now, yeah.
It's kind of ingrained.
Yeah, I think it's always been a thing. I'm from the South, and it's always been a thing in the South. Neo-Nazis and everything.
Do you think that they're like, do you think they're gaining positions of power?
Yes.
Like,
obviously, we have Trump in office.
Do you think Trump
a Nazi?
He's a Nazi?
I consider Trump. I consider the entire system bullshit and needs to be dismantled.
What kind of Nazi things do you think? What kind of Nazi things is Trump like implementing?
What kind of Nazi things is he implementing?
Yeah.
He wants to take an entire race and block them from the United States. Building a wall. Like
so if he says he's against illegal
think about
immigration,
the economy, think about everything. He's running things like Hitler.
I think he's talked about, like, I mean, this could just be a smokescreen for all I know, but he talks about like how he doesn't like illegal immigration. Now,
fuck the law. And fuck the law. Fuck the law. Fuck that. The community needs to police itself. Fuck the law. And the police are a gang.
I think I've heard stories of police actually infiltrating the black bloc. I mean, obviously that's a possibility.
We have to watch for that shit.
If you have anonymity, it's like how can you tell though? I mean, for all I know, y'all are cops. I don't even know that.
It might be. Yeah, you never know. I'm not. But I'm not. I'd love to kill a cop.
You want to kill cops?
Fuck yeah, I want to kill cops.
See, I'm more of like the liberal, like let's reform the cops.
There's no way to reform somebody that wants that position of power. There's no way to reform somebody that wants to take that kind of authority over human beings and lock them up over ridiculous charges for long periods of time.
What do you think society should do with, say, your Ted Bundys or your, Timothy McVeigh's or your...
Violence? I think that there should be a community decision on that sort of thing.
Isn't that sort of like that's kind of what a jury is, sort of, right?
Sort of.
I mean, like...
But think about it. Who has final say? The judge.
And like the senators and House and...
Yeah, shit rolls up there.
So you would advocate for like less of a top-down sort of hierarchical structure. You would want like more of a centralized community...
I believe in communism.
So is it the idea that like an unjustifiable hierarchy shouldn't exist? But I mean, if people are elected shouldn't be elections because they're not even real. Because there's like big money in it, and like
it's just fake. It's just fake. It's just people. Sorry, I'm talking to you with my mask on.
No, it's cool. There's a guy you might have heard of Secular Talk, Kyle Kalinske.
I have really radical beliefs, I don't know. Like I'm just speaking for what I believe.
He's a liberal commentator. He's done Justice Democrats, and they're trying to like run like Bernie Sanders type, like no big money, no corporatist kind of affiliation, and so
even Sanders, like I didn't vote at all because the voting system is set up by white supremacists. Like from the beginning, it's been ran by white people.
So if
it was dismantled, and
so I mean, if it just so is it that the white people like set it up for their own whiteness, or is it?
Supremacy is a day-to-day thing, and it happens all the time, and it happens in big ways, in little ways.
So basically, we're all white supremacists, at least in part, whether we acknowledge it or not.
Right.
That's what you'd say, right? Hey, how you doing?
Good. Just watching.
That's cool. So, like, does that have to do with the idea of, like, we're all implicitly biased because of the culture that we're in and that type of thing? And which is like, unverifiable.
Well, no.
That's an unfalsifiable claim, right?
You're a racist if you're white. Whether or not you deal with that racism is the issue. If people aren't dealing with that racism, like, you're a racist. Automatically, if you're white, you have racist notions. It's part of the system.
So, but again, isn't that sort of like an unfalsifiable, like, sort of like boogeyman sort of argument?
There's no such thing as reverse racism.
No, I agree with that. It's just racism. Yeah. It's just flat
out
out
a boogeyman thing as much as it is a reteach yourself, reprogram.
It's sort of like saying
organize, deconstruct, organize, and reteach ourselves about what it means to be a white ally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people are getting killed now. You know? Like, people are getting killed.
Who's the one guy that got killed for cigarettes, selling cigarettes outside? They slaughtered him.
Eric Garner.
They slaughtered him. They slaughtered that man. I saw him on television. They choked him to death, and they killed him for selling single cigarettes outside of a grocery. What's his name?
Eric Garner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They slaughtered him because he was selling single cigarettes.
On our map.
I think.
Does that happen in Lake Oswego?
Fuck that.
Does that happen if somebody's outside of a market in Lake Oswego? Do they get killed for selling cigarettes?
Right. White people don't have to deal with that shit.
Well, 60%
maybe they don't sell
of
cigarettes outside, but that's pretty intense, don't you think?
60% of people killed by cops are in fact white.
Okay. Well, what about the guy that just slaughtered for no reason?
Black people are what? 15% of the population. And make up 25%.
Like that guy was just slaughtered. He was slaughtered. It's just like, hey, would you just kill me right now? I mean,
white people are 60% of the fucking death population.
What about the prison population?
Look at that white girl that just killed that Uber driver, and she's fucking taken in custody alive.
Yeah.
They just slaughtered that man. I mean, it's like, come on.
And what about the numbers?
Still like the gear.
Prison population percentages. I mean, think about it. There may be however many people.
It's all white people. It's all white people.
It's all white people.
It's all white people in prison.
Yeah. And it's all on.
It's just totally white. There's no Mexican or black people. Not at all.
Right.
It's all white people.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. It's like, come on, dude.
People of
like,
color
break it down.
make up a shit ton of the prison population.
That's what I'm saying.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to reconstruct slavery in a legal way.
Yeah, because like
And that's a problem.
they make you work. You're like,
They're trying to make it look normal.
yeah.
They're trying to normalize violence and normalize slavery and shit like that. We can't have that in our country.
People never get pulled over for being black in this country. Never. It just never happens. It's just bullshit. It's just a construct.
You can look up the data that shows that police get calls just because white people are afraid of their neighbors.
You're not going to put me on Alex Jones, are you? I don't want to be on.
I don't have.
You need to buy.
Well,
my
the Bilderbergers do put fluoride in water
You need to buy my fucking vitamins right now. Okay. You know,
the globalists are in charge.
You know, there are people that are slaughtered for being black in this country.
Well, do you think that the disproportionate prison population could have something in part? Like, I'm from Milwaukee, and our inner cities have a lot of problems, and cops are disproportionately deployed in those neighborhoods because of the disproportionate crime.
Don't you think that
So it's kind of a
schools are set up for local businesses so they can transfer workers to local companies? Well, if there's no local companies, they're probably going to go to jail. Now, maybe there are, but I think there might be.
It's a cycle, though. It's cyclical because if there's tons of violence in the inner city, then businesses don't want to open up shop there, and then it's a cycle of them having no opportunity and no hope, and it's a huge bummer. And in Milwaukee, there's like a 50% graduation rate for black students, and that's like in our public school system.
Maybe culturally, it's not cool to go to school because it's just not cool. That could be part of it. Who knows? It could be cultural.
So, and I think on the radical left, there's some of an unwillingness to acknowledge a lot of other factors other than just like fuck the cops. I mean, I say reform the cops. I mean, get rid of the drug war, get rid of stop and frisk programs, get rid of for-profit prisons and all that.
It's racially biased.
Anyway, I want to watch.
Alrighty then.
I don't think, you know, I don't think everybody here is fuck the police. I think there are people that are.
Oh shit, we're missing out on something.
Just remember, Durst is the worst.
Subscribe, bitch.